All right, what's good, YouTube? We're here with Peter Mitro. He came top 8 at New South Wales National States this past weekend. How was the tournament? What'd you play?
I played Ryzeal.
Very nice.
But like special one.
Special one.
Yeah.
All right, any shout-outs you want to give quickly?
No.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so like standard. So it's like a pure deck, but we added in these 6 cards. So one of this lion, this griffin, this whale, this one, and these 2. So like people think that the deck is bricky when you add this stuff, but it's a more compact engine than Mitsurugi, and Mitsurugi I think plays a few more bricks. Like people think that all 6 of these are bricks, but like this one here is
That's just a good normal summon.
That's just a good normal summon. So this one's not a
You
brick.
can always get it off whatever.
This one is like not really a brick, but it's at least.
You can always pitch it off to Garrus. Oh, the
Yeah,
whale.
it's
The
not
whale,
even that.
sorry.
It's like you can use its effect, dump this, and then this can search this, and you can technically normal summon this and then make a play,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's not the best, but it's fine.
Are you locked when you use the effect?
You are locked if you use the effect in hand, but you're realistically not going to do it that often
Yeah.
because you're going to have a Ryzeal card.
Yeah.
These 3, especially this one, people think these are bricks. This card is just insane.
Yeah.
Like it's just such a good
It
extender.
just doesn't make anything.
It just says reborn 2 and make an XYZ. So this is essentially a 1-card duo drive. And you can usually always put 2 Heraldic Beasts in the grave if you have an X.
That's why it makes X able to play through Imperm. And
It just,
play through
okay,
Ash,
so
play through anything.
Post ban list, the Ryzeals got hit, so there's not that many good ones. So what will happen is you'll get hands of like 1 combo card, like 1 card to play Yu-Gi-Oh with, which is like a Tachyon or 7th Ascension, Bonfire, or a Prosperity. And then you can, so these kind of count as the same card. So you essentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 copies of a 1-card combo that plays through one of the smaller hand traps.
Yeah.
And I don't really think that there's any other deck in the format currently where 1-card combos can play through hand traps, unless it's like Nibiru or something. But then on top of that, if you combine one of these 1 cards with any of these extenders,
Set up the field spell early.
you just get to play through even more stuff. So
Yeah.
like instead of, if they have 2 hand traps, your 2-card combos play through 3, and then if you have a 1-card combo, it plays through 1, which is perfect.
So is there a reason you only decided to play 2 of the advanced Heraldry art instead of 3?
Yes, it's because when you have ice specifically and any of the extenders, I think like any way to X or like pretty much any way to X, you have to normal summon this, or like you can normal summon this and get Star, and then Star will get the field spell, and then you make you make duo drive.
Duo.
And that plays, and then you can summon your X and do your full combo, and it just lets you beat Droll, which is big.
Yeah.
Because Droll rate, like, it's just so insane against any Ryzeal deck. And that's the reason to play this one, because if you play...
It replaces like the plug-in too sometimes, right?
Yeah. If you play 3, you can't get to like 3 monsters on the board to make Ouroboros.
Right.
But this card specifically as well. If you open EXT, and what will happen is you'll search for this guy, and then this guy, you'll normal summon him and pitch a card to get these 2, right? But if you draw one of these, and like if they imperm this, you won't be able to hand rip for 3. But if you draw one of these on top, you'll search these 2, or like you can search these 2 still from deck, so you can still activate it. So I think 3 targets is mandatory. But if you specifically have this one, what will happen is if they imperm this and you have this in hand,
You've already dumped the other 2 names at that point.
you have, but it's as if they never impermed you,
Yeah.
because you still rip their hand.
Yeah.
And they impermed you on top, so they lost that card from their hand too. You basically got to go like learn the combos of this deck. That was another thing with the deck. People didn't really know what was going on. They still think that you have to like
Hit
imperm
star,
this or imperm duo drive, but realistically, this is a duo drive.
That card's crazy.
And that was the big appeal of this deck. Like people don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Um,
And that you really think playing only one of each of the monsters? Because a lot of the people at Providence, they were playing like multiple copies of Griffin and
You
Leo.
can play multiples, but you're just putting more bricks in your deck to do like even better combos. But I mean, if
You're
you
already
have,
winning if
if you
you
have
rip three.
duo field spell detonator and you rip 3, like is that not enough?
Yeah.
Like, surely they're dead.
And so, like, you don't resolve the whale's graveyard effect, but, like, that's
Never.
fine. Because they're dead anyway.
That's the thing.
It's just
They're
more
like-
than enough.
Even just like if the whale resolves and you get these,
It's game. Usually.
that's insane. That's
Yeah.
just like 2 extra pushes on top, especially with the extra deck that we played.
Yeah.
That's the engine. I don't know. That was the problem. That's why I feel like I couldn't play pure because it was too weak to hand traps, and sometimes you just, like I said, you overlist like a 1-card combo
It gets stopped.
and it gets stopped, and you just feel bad.
But now you can
But
dump,
then
yeah.
on the other end of the spectrum is the Mitro Ryzeal, and I feel like every single Mitro Ryzeal player is just playing Kamal Crooks' deck from YCS Providence, and if everyone is playing the exact same list, number one, it's going to create some games where it's just who draws better wins, and number two, there wasn't enough copies of Ryzeal cards, so they don't play Prosperity, they don't play Ascension. So essentially, the good Ryzeal cards, they only have
Like
this
9.
2, 4, 6, 8, right? I mean, you're playing a long tournament, and I feel like if you don't draw a Ryzeal card in the Mitsu variant, I don't know what you're doing. Like,
Right.
you're just activating a Habakiri, and that's meant to get you there. Like, it's just super hard. Whereas with this deck, we upped it a little bit more, and I really, really did love the consistency of it. I feel like it was a pretty good pick for the event.
All right, cool. Very good.
Cross, we spoke about. Node, obviously. These cards are broken.
Yeah. You have to draw all the Molchamis.
Yeah. I didn't draw them much. I drew them when I went second.
You drew them off the field spell a lot.
Yeah.
After you'd already been
Yeah.
hit.
And the rest is hand traps. So it's 16, which is one more than Mitsu Ryzeal can play, and it's 41 cards. I think that's a lot. A lot of people don't mention that in the videos. Like, this is 41 cards, not 42. I even think I would love to go to 40, but I think 16 hand traps is just nice. It's a pretty standard ones. These 9. I never draw these going second. And then Ash to stop the Charmies, Impem, and the last one was Vela. I just like Vela. I don't know why people don't like Vela. I feel like it has the potential to stop a turn by itself, which Nibiru does not. And I feel like you draw any 2 in combination, it's pretty good. I wish I could play a bit more, but 16 is a pretty good number. I think it's like something like 75 to 80% chance to draw 2, which is pretty good. Extra deck. The attack you on target.
The Salinak.
These 3, obviously. Some of the other guy that plays this deck only plays 1, but sometimes you want to put a material in the bin for...
For cross.
Yep. The Heraldic cards, these 2. These are the only 2 we played. The guy that you slap on top of this,
This card's crazy.
like, this guy's good, right? But the guy that you slap on top,
You don't need it.
he's not actually that good. And like I said, if you're summoning this guy, it means you're ripping 3 out of his hand. And if you're doing that, he's already dead. There's like rip 3, detonator, field spell, duo drive. Like, he's dead. You don't need to put extra stuff on the board. I don't know for what reason. So instead of like the extra 2 guys, I just wanted more utility for going second. So Tornado Dragon, Popus back row. These 2, I guess. These 2 remove threats from the board without destroying them, which was big against Mitsurugi. And it just makes going second feel a lot more streamlined. Like, you know what you're doing. You're like this. You just think of the XYZs you can make. Usually you can make about, say, 5 XYZs. So you can like pop a back row, spin a monster, suck a monster, and then attack the game. And that's pretty good.
Also, you don't get Molchamied, right? When you use these guys as opposed to Exiton, that clears everything, and then like...
And you know, Exton's the worst one because if you clear everything and then you can't kill them, and then they can charm you, which I
Right.
didn't like. This one, surprisingly.
Bagu.
Hello. This one's just good.
Yeah,
It's really good in the mirror sometimes.
pretty good.
Yeah, good card. Hello.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Card's broken.
And his partner in crime there. You don't really need to. This one, obviously. This one. This is the game plan when you get Charmed. you're meant to go like.
You just give them some
You
draws.
just let them draw all their cards. Like who cares? And you make this guy. You make this guy with this guy in field spell, and nothing really outs this, or like any normal combo, any combination of combo that they do, this is gonna have 4 pops. So like they're playing through a negate and 4 pops. It doesn't matter all the extra cards they got.
Yeah.
They just because they can't target it, they can't imperm it, they can't metal Tronus it. I got Charming a lot. And the last card is the Garrus.
This one's really important.
This is the one that lets you it lets you summon the shark when you have to normal summon ice, which is pretty big. Yeah. There's also some weird hands where like you draw the monsters and you have to like normal summon ice or get them out of your hand. It's just he helps the combos. He just helps the combos.
Sometimes you dump the whale off the rank 4.
Yeah, you meant to
so
dump the whale.
You can reborn it with
the whale and the lion, and you search the chicken, and you make this, and you bring back the whale, and then the whale will pitch the chicken,
and then you get the
and then you
double
get the
search.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it all leads to your hand gets ripped, and you win the game. So it's 16 hand traps main deck, and then we sided 5 more. Honestly, I haven't really played this format much. So I couldn't really find a good answer to Mitro Ryzeal, like something that's as strong as say a Lancier against Malice. So these were just generic enough. What I was doing against Mitro Ryzeal is taking out my Heraldic Beast when I go second, because there's 6 cards in the main deck, and you can just change them for like these 6. So you just, at that point, when you do go second, you're just playing a pure Ryzeal deck. With 21 hand traps,
Right.
which is, it's got to be good enough. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a solid game plan. And then this one will just change for draw against Malice.
Yep.
And then some going first cards that I never ended up drawing for some reason. Every time I got Charming. These 4, and then the traps to set off it is Mischief of the Gnomes. This is for Mitro Ryzeal. This is for Malice, and this is for Rogue.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we end off the video?
The deck was good. I haven't played enough. If you really put the time in and learn this deck, it'll definitely pay off because people don't really know what's going on, and the deck's pretty strong.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Shout out to China.